I am Kelly Acheson at AStampAbove.com, coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. How is everybody doing? I am excited to be on here early tonight. Yay! Okay, I see some people popping in. We have East Texas, Marshfield, Wisconsin, Minnesota, upstate New York, Oklahoma. Oh my goodness, so many places. Janesville, Wisconsin. Minnesota. Did I say Minnesota? Illinois, South Dakota. Goodness gracious, how is everybody doing? Have you had a good weekend? It has been busy here. Since I saw you last, it has been very busy. Oh my goodness. It's like a whirlwind. I can hardly even remember what has happened this week. It's been so crazy. I'm going to try to remember some things. Steve has been out shopping a lot, getting all the crazy stuff for his garage. So that's getting all set up. I think I told you guys last week. Well, it's continuing. He ordered a workbench and or a welding cart, and he got it home and took it all out of the box, and it's not the right one, and all the things, all the things. Let's see, Molly and Andy were here this week, so that's been fun. Haley and I had Val last Monday all day. That was really cute. We had a really good time. The weather's been fantastic. You can see the sun right there coming in. It is sunny here in Wisconsin. It's a really warm day. It's like in the 70s. Yay! Can't hardly wait. Thank you, Kareen, for the share. Hi, Marcia from Florida. So appreciate you guys sharing this video. And let's see, when I'm on early. So here's why I'm on early. I'm on early tonight because I am going up north when I'm done here. And I'm going over to my mom's. It's not really north, it's completely west, but we call it up north. And it's her birthday tomorrow. She's going to be 79 years old. And she has sent me pictures of all the cards. And she even sent me another picture going, more cards. They're so beautiful. So thank you guys for those of you that sent cards to her. She is loving them for sure. So it's her birthday tomorrow. And my brother and his wife from down by Milwaukee, that's like an hour and 45 minutes south of here, they're going to my mom's house too. And then Haley and the babies are going to follow me over there tonight. And yeah, so I have a lot of things going on with the whole birthday thing. And my mom has a doctor's appointment on Wednesday where she's going to get all her test results back. So I'll be staying there to go to that doctor's appointment with her. So yeah, it is going to be a busy few days. And we're planning on all going out to eat tomorrow night at her favorite place, which is called Behind Bars. So there's a little story there. Bars is gosh, what do I want to call it? It's a dog food processing plant, if anybody knows what happens there. And this bar is out in the country, like out in the country, way out by where my mom lives. My mom lives out in the country. And this bar is out in the country, and they have the best food. And it's just a little bar out in the country. Did I say that? And anyways, because it's by this dog food place that's called Bars, B-A-R-S. It's somebody's last name. The bar is called Behind Bars because that's where it is, behind bars. You know, country. Yeah, it's totally country. So we're gonna go out to eat at Behind Bars. I went and got my mom a really pretty chocolate fancy cake today. That was a little more tricky than I thought it was going to be, but I have that ready to go. And that reminds me, I have to write on it because I couldn't get anybody to write on her card. So that's my plan. And what else has happened? John report. I saw John go out with his grandson and his dog to go for a walk. Big news in our neighborhood. Oh, I do have a little funny thing to tell you. Right out this window down there is a stop sign. And my granddaughter Andy came in, I think it was Friday night, and she's like, Granny, you're never going to believe what just happened. And I'm like, what happened? She goes, I just got pulled over. I'm like, what? And it happened right there. If I would have been right here in my office, I could have seen her right there with the lights lit up. I'm like, what did you do? Well, apparently her license plate was expired. It expired in March and she didn't know it. And and then she couldn't her insurance slip that you put in the glove compartment, because we're required in the state of Wisconsin to have insurance, which everybody should. I've never been without car insurance. But anyways, her slip was over a year expired. So the police officer said, he goes, "Hi, my name's Brian, and your plates are expired." And then he did all the checking and found out that she's, doesn't have any violations or anything. And he goes, "I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'm not even going to write you a warning, but just get this taken care of." And I'm like, oh, I love those guys. Remember when I got pulled over a couple months ago because I was speeding home from Haley's house? Yeah, that officer was really nice too. And yeah, we have really nice policemen here in our town. Support your policemen. Yay. So anyways, that was kind of funny because she was like, "I got pulled over." She's 17, and that's, I think, the first time she's ever been pulled over. So it was a little like, oh, what did I do? But she knew she didn't do anything. So that was good. Anyways, kind of a cute little story there. Steve took off Friday and went over to his friend's Mike's house. And Mike has a place on a lake. And so they sit there and solve all the world problems, over a few drinks or more. And then the next day he went over to South Park, and he told me he had one dead mouse that had been dead for quite a while. And so I'm glad that guy's dead and not running around in my camper. I don't know what we're going to do there. Like, I don't know how to keep him out. We've done all the things. We've done all the little things. We've put the dryer sheets. We've done buy the little packets of keep the mice out and put them all around. And we've done all the things. So I don't know. It's a little like, ugh. And I'm not like freaked out or terrified about mice. That doesn't bother me. They're gross, right? Like, you know what they do all over, and they chew things up. Like my brand new bedding that I washed and put on the beds right after I bought it, and they chewed holes in it. Urgh. So anyways, anything else that happened this week? I can't think of anything. It's just been super busy. I've been trying to get things ready. We're in a transition into get a cat, she says. Yeah, we don't live there. Like, it's our camper, and so who's going to take care of the cat? We have 2 cats here. I don't know that they do catch mice, but only outside, never in our house. So, but anyways, where was I going before I saw get a cat? Plug the holes where they're coming through. I know, Mary, but Steve has searched all over the place, and he's fixed anything he thought they might be getting in by. So it's tricky. Mice can like flatten themselves out to next to nothing to get in, right? It's really tricky. But we'll get it figured out eventually. He said he saw a lot of deer on his Salt Lake camera, so that's cool. And turkeys. That's it. Deer and turkeys. No wolves, so that's good. There were a couple branches down that he was going to have to go play lumberjack on. He was pretty excited about that. He didn't act like it to me, but I know inside he was pretty excited. Told him to keep his phone with him in case he cuts off an arm or something, right? Like, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, I know where I was going. Super busy. We're in the middle of a catalog transition here. We've got the retirement lists out. There are up to 60% off on some of the items that are retiring from our January through April mini catalog, and also the big annual catalog. And Patricia says steel wool around any edges or cracks. Yeah, we've done that too. Like, we've done all the things. I'm not kidding you. But thank you for the suggestions. I mean, if you pop up something that we haven't done, then we're good. I will take anybody's advice. But yeah, we've done so many things, and we still have these mice. But anyways, let's see. What is our newest online class? Everyday Details. And you can find that on my blog. Oh, let me get my little thing out here. My blog, www.AStampAbove.com. Now, sometimes I have people ask me questions. They'll message me on Facebook or text me or something and say, what was the XYZ that you XYZ'd on your last video? You are always going to find all the cards, all the products that I used. There's actually item codes and links right to my store where you can click on that and you can see all the details about it and get the item code, the price, the sale price, all the things on my blog. It's always on my blog. That's like my home base. Have we tried sticky traps? We haven't, Lorraine, just because a trap will get the mice and, like kill them or whatever, but we need to keep them from coming in. We can kill them because Steve puts a stick on top of a bucket with antifreeze in it, and it's got a thing on it, and he puts peanut butter on it, and they walk out on that stick, and then they fall in the bucket, and then they die. So, yeah, Denise says we just need to go to South Park more. Exactly. I haven't been there since last fall, so I don't think. Anyways, home base, www.AStampAbove.com, and you'll find all the things that I talk about. The retirement list is there. It's in a really nice order. If you want to join my team, I would love to have you. There's nothing better than being part of something bigger. Join my team, get a discount on your product. We have so much fun together. And we just did a little sampler swap so that we can make, let me see if I have, we just did a swap with our team using the Latte Love coffee set to make samplers like this. So everybody had to design and make one of these squares, and then you made as many as the people participating. And so Priscilla, who's out in California on my team, she sorted them all out, and everybody got like 20 different squares back to make up your own little samplers. So that's what team is all about. Like, we do some really cool things. So doesn't matter where you live in the United States. Look at Joe saying, Kelly has the best team. Yay, Joe. Go, Joe. No matter where you live in the United States, you can be part of my team. Everything is done online, on Zoom. We have Zoom meetings. I do a Q&A every Tuesday morning, which reminds me, you guys, I'm going to be gone this Tuesday. But every Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m., I do a Zoom live question and answer. We have training almost every week. And you only participate in what you want. So I'll never push anybody to do more than they want. If you just want to be a shopper with a discount, that's good. If you want to do something more, I'm here. And tons of stuff available to you. Okay, I am going to go ahead and do prizes. Have I tried ultrasonic pest repellers that you plug in? No, I have not done that. I will discuss that with Steve. And I don't know why this popped in my head, because I go squirrel. That's something I could probably order online, and then it popped me right to my, I just got my new unsinkable Molly Brown air mattress, which is really not air, it's styrofoam beads inside a beautiful canvas, because that burned up in our garage. That came this last week. Get excited for pool season, you guys. We are gonna rock it this year. So, prizes. There are 3 fabulous ways that you can win a prize from me. The first one is to comment on my video. If it's live or after it's live, make sure you leave a comment for me. Also commenting on the post that I put out on Facebook saying I'm going to be live. All of those count. You get entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. I have these beautiful adhesive backed hearts and flowers. These are so cute, you guys. These are actually, I believe, out of stock, and they have been for a long time, but I have some. So I am going to be sending these to Margene Eskelson. I know I always say your name wrong, Margene. Margene Eskelson of Green River, Wyoming. You watch for your happy mail coming soon, and congratulations. Yay! Envelopes. I was just looking, I put them out in the hallway, so when I get ready to leave, I have to trip over them so I can get these out in the mail. That's my reminder. The kids think it's pretty funny because they'll see stuff sitting out in the hallway all the time, and they're like, did you drop this? Nope, leave it alone. That's my don't forget to do this place to put things. Next up, for sharing this video. When you are looking at this video right now, you can share this and it'll pop up with a bunch of different social media platforms, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you could share my video, I really, really appreciate that. And hang on, because for some reason, my video stopped and I don't know why. And now I need to get up to speed here. So I'm live. So is that even my clothes? Yes. I'm on the right video, people. Sometimes it's tricky. So for sharing my video, I have the Lighter Than Air 6x6 Designer Series paper. This is so pretty. I've got an entire pack here for Tammy Litsky of Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Tammy is part of my team. So congratulations, Tammy. I am happy to be sending this to you. You're going to love it. Next up, the third way that you can win a fabulous prize from me is by placing an order with me. You guys know I really appreciate your orders. It is what pays my bills and keeps me going. So I have inspirational sketches. This is such a pretty stamp set. This is in our January to April mini catalog. This is going to be going out to Nellie Fernandenson of San Antonio, Texas. Nellie, this is going to be yours. Congratulations. So we've got 3 pretty fantastic prizes here headed out in the mail this week. Watch for your happy mail coming very soon. Just a moment, please. I do not want to forget to mail that out. So it went out on the envelopes. I will literally break a leg tripping over it if I don't pick it up and get it ready to roll. Right? Yeah. Okay, I think that we are ready to go here. I am going to start stamping right away. Hang tight because, oh yeah, this goes, this is my scrap. We are going to be using some new to me products today. And I had so much fun with these. First of all, I am really featuring the Fluffiest Friends bundle. So cute. Oh my gosh. I've had this for a while and I finally got a chance to play with it. I had a blast last night. Like literally, I was giddy over the cards that I made. So we're going to be using this. I also brought in the Sweetly Scripted stamp set. Oh, I love this. I love the lines. I love the fonts. Ooh, Trish loves the Fluffiest Friends. I have some really cute cards, Trish, so I hope you will get to take advantage of those. But these are just beautiful. I love this. This is part of our online exclusive product line. And if you're a little unsure about that, this is not in any catalog. You need to go to my store and then you're going to click on products and then online exclusives, and you will see all of the items that are not in any of our catalogs. These are just extras that are online only. We're gonna pull that in a few places. Next up, happy labels. Oh, before I forget, you guys, so last week apparently I have a little trouble reading and understanding what is retiring, and I apologize. It's been a little crazy here lately. I told you guys that this was retiring. I don't remember if I found out before we were done that it wasn't retiring, but I just want to make sure that you know, wanted to say guys are not retiring because I did not want to be giving out the wrong information, and I really apologize for that. But you know, we're human, right? So I went through and I marked little labels on things so I wouldn't get it messed up. Happy Labels is part of a punch bundle. This stamp set is retiring, and look at all those sentiments. Like, this is a really nice sentiment set. It's one of the items on the retirement list that's on sale for $12. $12, yay! So I just want to make sure you know that. Okay, we are also going to be using the iridescent rhinestone gems. These, you guys know, these are kind of my favorite in the annual catalog. They are also retiring. And they are retiring. They're $4.50 on sale. You get a whole pack of these. Now, the whole pack is one sheet of all of these, and there's 200 in here. I have a couple doubled up because I pulled them in from all kinds of places. You know, like I have a little half a sheet here and a full sheet and a half full sheet. And one sheet of these, 200, $4.50. So these will be listed. Hang tight, I dropped them. These will be listed on my blog post that I will make live after I'm done with you guys with this class. I have to go in and add this video link and then make the post go out. Once I do that, you can just type in a search, www.AStampAbove.com, and you will find it and you'll see all these products. Now, on my blog post where it lists all the products with cute little pictures of them, it's not going to say the sale price. It'll only say the sale price in the store. So I just want to make sure you know that, because like if it was me, I'd go to my blog and go, she said these were on sale and this is not a sale price. They will be in the store. The other thing I'm using tonight is the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. You guys, this is so pretty. It is also retiring. And it is on sale for $8.75. And I will pull in the full sheets and show them to you when we turn this camera around. $8.75, 12 by 12. 12 sheets? Good grief, why can't I remember that? 12 sheets. I was close. I was right, but I wasn't sure. Okay, let's flip our camera around. I will show you this beautiful paper because I've really had a lot of fun with this annual catalog season. I really like it. Somebody just asked me if you can color these gems. You know, Laura, I don't know, but we'll give it a try. How about that? We'll see. I'm gonna find out for you. Okay, camera turning around. Hang tight. And I'll try to keep my nose out of the camera. I gotta flip it around. There we go. All right, my lighting is just a little funny tonight because it's still really, really bright outside. And that, I think, makes things different. Let me get this straight. That looks good. I've got you guys plugged in, so we're good there. Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful paper. All right, so I don't know if I have a full sheet of that or not, but we'll start at the back here. So here is some beautiful bright roses. This is all torn paper that is made into flowers and photographed. So you can see that. It's all about torn paper. This is the back. Then we have, oh, this is one of my favorites. This one. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. And the back. This isn't torn paper, just so you know. Then we have this one. And this is all torn paper. You can clearly see that. They just tore paper and then took pictures of it, which is pretty cool. And this is also torn paper. This makes for some very pretty, interesting cards. I know I used it with my Hey Chuck class. And did I show you this one? No, I don't think I did. Look at this. You can cut this and then make cards, fronts out of it. Torn paper again, and torn paper. Pretty peacock, one of my favorite colors. And then, did I show you this one yet? I don't think so. This has mountains torn in it, which is kind of cute. Berry burst, love it. And let's see, that was the mountains. I already showed you that one. This one was in there. And then this one, I don't have a full sheet of this, but this is very pretty, right? Absolutely beautiful. So the cards that I'm making tonight are part of my free card kit. So three times a month, 3 live classes a month, I do a card kit. And with a minimum $35 order, you get the free kit from me. And that's a pretty cool deal, right? I would love a free card kit in the mail. So here's my DSP sampler. I love to make these. Again, this paper is on sale for $8.75. It is clearancing out. I did check all of these last night to make sure they were still available in the store. And then, of course, you've got a gazillion, well, you know, like 12, 14 different 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 colors that they coordinate with in our Stampin' Up! Color families. So very pretty. All right, my first card, hang on a second. I got to get all my little bits out here. I got to get my dimensions so I look like I am super duper smart and on the ball. I love that. And my little bits and pieces here. For our first card, we are going to be using the cute little cat, which is right here holding the flowers. And I love that we have all these coordinating dies that go with the Fluffiest Friends. I'll get those out. And the dies to cut out all the images, you know, that are in here, you know. But then we have other things, like we have this beehive, we have all these little leaves that are embossed, we have some grass, a branch, a balloon, lots of fun things in here. We're going to be using some blends, not many. I mean, it looks like many, but we're not going to do a lot of coloring, just some little coloring. And we might use some Wink of Stella. Oh, by the way, Wink of Stella is back in the store. In case you missed that, Wink of Stella is available again. It was gone for a long time, you guys, which was so, like, sad. It had us all pretty baffled. Okay, first things first, we are going to start out with a fresh freesia card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I have scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to grab my tools out here, get my bone folder, and burnish that edge good. Then we have a basic white layer that's going to go on the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. We have a, did I say basic white? I hope so, because this is basic black. Our basic black is also 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got a little strip here that's 3/8 by 4 1/4. So we've got both of those. I decided to use this designer paper on this card, and we're going to use this side of it because, well, because it's just so pretty, right? I've also got a 3/4 by 3 7/8 inch piece for the inside. By the way, this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. This was just cut off the bottom of it. And then I've got a little piece here that is 1 by 2 3/4. Now, when you place an order with me and qualify for the free card kit, that's $35, you get a PDF file that has all of the ingredients, the products that I use, the colors, plus all the dimensions, photographs, and a link back to this video to put your kit together. So I just want to make sure you know that. We are going to do our stamping here first. So I'm going to grab all those items that need to be stamped up. Gosh, I'm feeling really full right now. Like maybe I ate too much. Maybe the half a cupcake was a little over the top. I made shake and bake chicken yesterday. I haven't had that in ages. Steve's gone and the girls are here, Molly and Andy. So I made shake and bake chicken and baked potatoes, and we still had a couple of Molly's cupcakes from last week left over, so I might have had a half of one of those, which I probably didn't need. And now I feel like I ate too much, but I only had 1 piece of chicken and less than a half a potato. What's up with that, you guys? All right, I will explain my blends here in just a second. I gotta make sure that I keep, this is the bigger piece. This is my scrap, and this is gonna be my scrap for all the cards that I'm making tonight. So we've got that cute little cat. We're gonna use Memento Tuxedo Black ink here and ink up our little cat. Ooh, turned out so good. And then on the inside piece, I'm going to make a get well card because I just thought that this cat is bringing a little plant to make you happy, and get well worked for me. So I've got the Speedy Recovery here from the Softly Scripted, and I'm going to put this little layer right down here. So I'm going to ink up my Softly Scripted Speedy Recovery. Oops, I'm going to do it right side up, and I'm going to put it right about here. I just love it. I just really think that that font is so fun and unique. Oh, and we have one more thing to do here. This little piece, this was the 1 by 2 3/4, is where I'm going to bring in the I Just Want to Hug You. So we're going to have I Just Want to Hug You on the front, Speedy Recovery on the inside. And I have somebody I can give this card to right now. Well, actually, I have several people's, but my sister-in-law was in the hospital. She's been having
problems with an infection in her body for, gosh, a couple years, and it got out of control again. And she was in the hospital for several days and then had a heart attack to make things worse. And this is definitely a card that I could send off right away to her. Okay, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to add this pretty little scrap, basically, right down here at the bottom of the inside. Oops, hang on, it's crooked. Don't glue down so fast. Designer paper sticks faster than anything else. There we go. I don't want you to glue down. And then I'm going to put this right inside. Yeah, Patricia says her outdoor cats brought presents. Yeah, when I lived at home, and our cats will do that too. Mostly the voles, which are like little moles. They like to bring those. And dead baby rabbits, which is really twisted because, you know, dead baby rabbits are so cute. Well, live baby rabbits are cute. Dead baby rabbits, not cute. You're kind of like, oh, what'd you do that for? You big meanie. Yeah, that's Kyle. He's vicious. He's the king of our neighborhood. So now I'm going to put this on for a tiny little border around my designer paper in black. And that looks fantastic. Now, some of this paper has words on it. You can't really read what it says, but I can read the word the there and love here. So you want to make sure that you kind of look at it and put it on right side up, because I don't know if anybody would really notice, but you know, just know that there's words on here. And I would like my words to be right side up. I found a card today that opened the wrong way. It was like this and it opened that way. I laughed and laughed. I didn't even know I did that. Or if I did know, I forgot. Probably that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this 3/8 inch strip. And I'm just going to bring this in here and center it under this little piece. Now, this is just a really good way to add a little something to just a basic rectangle like that. That would be kind of boring without a little something. And then I'm going to grab my snips and I'm going to snip it. And I'm going to cut that angle the same way on both ends here. Try to get it even. That looks pretty good, right? Oh, this could have been a little bit more. Now I'm going to play the snip game. Hang on. A little bit more. And now I made it shorter than the other one. You guys ever play this game? Sometimes it can be disastrous. And then I've got some black dimensionals here, and I'm using black because, well, I really like them. And they were first in my bin. No other reason. Just that they're first in my bin. And I am going to come right down here and get this centered and straight. How about that? That looks really good. I also had some envelopes. Here's an envelope. Come on. And I didn't really do anything with my envelope, but I think what I'm going to do with it is stamp my little cat and just make it a color. So I could use DSP on the envelope flap, but I want to make sure that I have enough DSP for all of the kits that I need to cut and put together for this class for the week, right? So I decided I didn't want to use my DSP for this one. So I'm just going to put one of these little cats right there. And that looks super duper cute. Fresh Freesia ink. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now we have to do a little bit of coloring. So Joe says she loves the black layers. I know, right? You just get that pop, and there's black in here in this writing. So I thought that was a good color. And then I wanted something here because it was just like, no, that's boring. But now it's not so boring. I like that. Now we're going to color this. So I am using light and dark copper clay. I have dark Daffodil Delight. I have dark Fresh Freesia. I have light Granny Apple Green and light Smoky Slate. The first thing I'm going to do is my cat. Oh, and did I used some pink on here too. Hang on, pink is in a different bin. grab my pink. This is light bubble bath. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around with the light smoky slate, and I'm just gonna add some color, this gray color around the edge where Stampin' Up! Has given these little marks where there's hair. And it's kind of the darker where, you know, the cat should have a little shading. I like to use their artwork to do that because, well, they know what they're doing. I'm a stamper, and while I may be considered an artist, you know I'm not that artsy. So I like to take advantage of what they've done here with their artwork. And that's all I'm gonna do. That's my cat. Oh, I think I'll do the feet too. I'll color those feet in. But if you are a person who doesn't like to do a lot of coloring, this is a fabulous option to do it like this. Now I'm going to take my light bubble bath and I'm going to come in and add color to my cat's ears, the inside of the ears and the little nose. I'm going to come back here and color in his little mug snout. Hang on, my crown needs adjusting. It was falling down. Now I've got my copper clay. I'm going to do the dark copper clay. And again, I almost made a big mistake there. My paper came up and hit my marker. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading here just on the left side of my pot. And now I'm going to come in with the light copper clay and fill in the rest of this. Oh, I love how that looks like the shadow on the side, and now I look artsy, right? I look like a real artist. I love that. I've got my light granny apple green, right? Yep, granny apple green for my little stem. I'm going to do fresh freesia for my flower because, well, I chose that for my card base, and I thought it was a great way to bring it back in here. And a tiny little dot of Daffodil Delight. Okay, I'm going to put my pink back so I don't forget. So now we have to die cut this. And there is a die that corresponds to the cat, just like this. You're going to want to pin that down with some temporary tape. And you guys know that I already die cut that. So I'll keep this for another project. Now we can put this right on our card, and I'm going to add some dimensionals. And where did my take your pick tool go? Here it is. Hello, Elizabeth from Salt Lake City. I am happy that you are here. Okay, here comes our cat, and I'm just going to have our cat just resting on our sentiment here. Isn't that so cute? Now, what about that Wink Estella? I really missed Wink Estella, so I'm going to put a little bit of Wink, and this is a tiny little bit because it's a teeny weeny little flower, right on that flower. And now we're going to add some embellishments. And by the way, remember, this is a big sheet of embellishments. Like, I'll get one of these. This is a big sheet that comes in here. I'm just using up all these halvesies that I had. And I think I'm going to do a medium. And I'll put that right over here. And then maybe another. Hey, where'd that go? Did I leave it there? Maybe. Another one here and a small one here. You get 200 of these, and you will get a free pack of these embellishments with your kit when your order goes over $75. That's my deal. Look at who's staring at us. This is my little picture that I have right up here of my Valerie. Okay, matching envelope. Isn't this a nice get well card? Super cute. Love the furriest friends. Now we're gonna make another one. Our next card is going to be a really fun layout. So let me get my instructions down here. Oh, I got so many things happening. I'll put that right here. And here comes our next card. We're going to use some more blends. I'm going to set these over here. I don't know if we're using those again. We are going to use that cute little bunny rabbit holding a cupcake for this card. And let me just move some of the stuff out of my way so I can function here a little bit. Oops, I keep dropping those. And then I have to be careful so my crown doesn't fall off. Because you know, stamping in a crown is always better than stamping without one, for sure. Okay. And hang on just a second. I gotta put that over there. I gotta put this here. Here's my dimensions. And here comes our bits and pieces. Now, for this card, this is a really fun layout, you guys, and we're going to be using this particular paper. This is still the Masterfully Made, and this is a really, like I said, I think I said it already, it's a cool layout. So 5.5 by 8.5. This is our basic white thick cardstock. I've already scored it at 4 1/4. Oh, did you see my hair in there? No hair allowed. And then this particular piece of designer paper is 3 3/4 by 4 1/8. Let me make sure that I got that going the right. I have it going the right way. So, yep, 3 3/4 wide by 4 1/8 tall. And then we're going to pair this up with Pretty Peacock. The Pretty Peacock is 4 5/8 tall by 4 wide. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So this took some doing for me to figure this out. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that I shared it with you because I had to cut and then go back and see and then cut some more and da-da-da. And then once I have the measurements figured out, you are welcome to use them to make as many cards as you want. And you're welcome. Because I love it when I can find instructions for something and I don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? Okay, I am again going to be using the Happy Labels. Hang on, let me grab that. Happy Labels, we're gonna use the There's No One Like You, which is right here. So I've got Happy Labels, Memento ink again. And I'm gonna put this right on this card. Yay, it's straight. It's always a bonus. I am also going to pull back in our basic white scrap and stamp this cute little bunny. I'll do that right here. Now you're going to get one scrap in the front packet of your free card kit that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's the biggest white piece as far as, you know, a quarter sheet. It's a quarter sheet. And you'll stamp all of your things on there. So you're able to stamp them, color them, die cut them. Okay, here comes, make sure I have all my colors. For our little bunny rabbit here, we are going to be using light Melon Mambo and light Bubble Bath. We're going to use light Gray Granite and dark Smoky Slate. I'm going to do the dark Smoky Slate first. And again, you guys, I'm just using the little hash marks that are part of the artwork that Stampin' Up! Has given us here to add some of this darker gray to this adorable, and I mean adorable little bunny. This bunny is so cute. Now, most of the time I just do a line around the outside. This time I'm just kind of making little hash marks. Just going with the fur or the shading on this image. And don't forget those little legs down in there because that makes it super duper cute. Do a little bit over here, a little bit here, and I think that looks pretty good. You can always come back and add more if you want to. And then, hang on, I gotta get a drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? I'm drinking my boring strawberry lemonade, but I did buy an orange to take up north so that perhaps I will make myself an old fashioned. I think I have some, oops, I'm not gonna go with that one. I think I have some cherries up there. Let's stop thinking about old fashions, Kelly, and remember that we are now coloring. Good grief. I'm gonna go with the light Melon Mambo. And I'm gonna come in here on the hashtags that are inside the little feet. and inside the little ear and add some of this dark pink. Okay, then I'm going to color my cupcake wrapper, the bottom wrapper thing, and the cherry on the top. Oh, and the little tiny nose. So let me hold this up. Coke and water, Trish says, not in the same glass. Well, that's good to know because that's kind of weird. Bonnie's drinking cherry moonshine. You go, Bonnie. You go, Bonnie. Now, let's see. I'm going to come in with the light pink. Yeah, I decided there's a bottle of Southern Comfort in my camper that's been there for probably 2 years. I know I talk about old fashions a lot and margaritas, and you guys probably think I'm like quite the lush. But here's the story. I have a bottle of Southern Comfort because that's what I like in my old fashions. In my camper, it's probably been to Wyoming twice and in my camper for at least a year or two, and I've never opened it. So that's how big of a lush I am, just to keep the record straight. I hardly ever drink. I did have an old-fashioned Friday night. I went out with Haley and Jared and the babies, and we went out for fish, but nobody had fish. I had Bang Bang shrimp tacos. Haley had Bang Bang shrimp appetizer, so she just got the shrimp because she doesn't like all the stuff they put in, the weird stuff they put in the tacos, like, you know, cabbage, that weird stuff. Jared had a cheeseburger, and Val and Dawson each had the kids' meal with macaroni and cheese and french fries, so nobody ate fish. It was weird. But I really like, the place that we went to has these fantastic Bang Bang shrimp tacos, and they're hot, like spicy hot, and I love them. So that's what I had. But anyways, back to why I even started talking about that, because I had an old-fashioned. Squirrel. But yeah, that's probably the first old-fashioned I've had in, like, I don't know, 2 weeks, a month, who knows. But anyways, yeah, I talk about my little favorite drinks a lot, but I don't actually get to drink them very often. Which is probably good, right? Because, you know, I'm enough without all that. I'm enough without any alcohol. I think my husband would probably agree with that statement quite well. The only other thing that I want to do, look how cute the bunny is. Isn't he just precious? She, he. I'm going to dot the little pads on his giant feet. So they're also the dark, what color is this? Dark smoky slate. And last but not least, we're going to add a little tiny bit of Winkostella. And I'm going to do that in the pink on the ears. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And the feet. And maybe just the little cherry. And I know you guys, it's hard to see this in the camera, but it's glimmering and it's really pretty. Now we have a die that goes with this for the little bunny. Is this the right one? Yep, this is it. So we are going to, oh, this is so cute. We're going to die cut our little bunny, and you definitely want to like put some temporary tape on that. And here comes our little bunny. So I will again use that for another card. Now, the fun part about this card is not only this cute little bunny. Oh, let's get this in here too. This little piece is 3/4. Hang on, I got something that's weird. Let me grab my little eraser. It's like a little piece of sticky something. This is 3/4 by 3 3/4. And again, I just took it off the bottom of this piece, and I'm just going to put it in here as a little bit of decoration on the inside of our card. Just like that, like I did on the last one. Okay, here comes this. So this is the fun part. This is the fun layout part, and then I have a nice surprise for you when I get done with this. We are going to take, well, let me move this. I'm going to take this and I am going to center it. Now let's pray that I get this right. And I'm going to center this. I'm going to grab a piece of temporary tape and I'm just going to hold this in place. I don't want this to move. I've got it centered side to side. and about the same amount here and the same amount here. And you can do this however you want, but this is how I did it. I gave you the dimensions for this, so this is pretty cool. Now, I am going to take this and I'm going to put it in my paper cutter and I'm going to cut it at a slant. And I'm just cutting it. I don't care about measurements. It's not that persnickety. We're just going to cut that just like that at an angle. I can take this temporary tape off. And if you cut this right, as far as the sizes of this, the pretty peacock was 4 5/8 by 4, and the DSP was 3 3/4 by 4 1/8. If you do that right, you're gonna have perfect layers like this. And this is the part that I messed around with for a while to get these right, because I needed a certain gap in between them to go on my card front to fit that sweetly scripted sentiment stamp. So now you have this layout and the measurements. You can make lots of these cards, and this will work with all different kinds of paper, all different kinds of stamps. Like, it's gonna go like that. Yay! And I broke my golden rule not to stamp on anything until I'm done or put anything together, but here I am breaking my own rules. This is gonna go on here like this. This is gonna go on here like this. We're gonna have even margins. We're gonna have an even gap here. I'm gonna stamp right in here. And this time, on the inside, we stamped the, there's no one like you. And now I'm going to use this sweetly scripted that says "a million thanks." So, arguing with the police officer that the ocean was there, it was being hidden by the sand that clearly was not there. Oh, goodness. That sounds like a whole thing, Joe. Okay, Memento ink. I've got this just laying here. I haven't done anything. I'm going to keep one of these here and move the other one away so it doesn't interfere with me stamping right now. Okay, so I've got this one down here. I think I'll even take a piece of temporary tape because I don't want it to move. And now I'm going to come in and I am going to stamp my million thanks. A million thanks. And now we're going to put this back in place, and yay, it worked good. Okay, so you shouldn't do anything else with your card until you get that right. Because what if I mess it up? Then I already wasted the inside little piece, and so I broke my golden rule, but we made it by this, just by a skin, right? Tiny little skin. Okay, here comes this layer. And here comes this one. And if you need those dimensions again, you can rewind this video when we're done. Okay, I could have put that down a little bit lower, but let's not obsess on that. The fun part about this card is going to be that we are going to add wobbles to it. These are action wobbles. These are the small mini action springs. And in my blog post, which you're going to find right here, www.AStampAbove, you are going to find a link to these exact ones that I purchased. I got mine at Amazon. There might be less in the package in the link that I gave you. There might only be 24, so just be aware of the quantity. But these are wobbles. And they're just these little spring mechanisms. I've used them before, but for people who might be new to me, they are self-adhesive. So I just peeled off that backing. And I am going to take this little wobble and put it right on the back of my bunny. And it's going to stick there. And now the other side is also self-adhesive. So we're going to peel this off. And I like to use my Take Your Pick tool because my nails, they're hard to get in between these. Now I'm going to put my little cute little bunny. Oops, let me get my hair out of there. My cute little bunny right there. And now we have a little spring mechanism. How cute is that? Ah! I love using the wobbles. So here's the wobbles, and now we need to embellish. Let me put that on the floor. And I think we'll do one right here. I'll use a little bigger one over here. And let's get some. You get 200 of these iridescent rhinestones in a pack, so you don't need to be skimpy with them. These are my favorite. And I need to do one more, so I think I'll do one more medium one. And Laura asked about, whoops, if we could color these. Oh, I need an envelope. Hang on. Here's an envelope. Here's an envelope. I think I'm going to do the same little thing that I did to the last envelope, and then we'll talk about coloring. Here is, oh, I think I'll do Pretty Peacock. Nope. Well, yeah, I'll do Pretty Peacock Bunny. Why not? We need to clean that. Where'd my chamois go? Does anybody see it? Panic has set in. Chamois, where are you? Here it is. I'm going to clean off my bunny. This, by the way, is called a Stampin' Chamois. This is what I use to clean my stamps. You can also get a pack of 4 of these clear stamp cases to put all kinds of stuff in, but that's what I store mine in. It doesn't come with that case. Make sure my envelope's right side up. Here's my cute little bunny. Oh my gosh, is that not adorable? And then we have to do this. Yeah. Just makes me laugh. Okay, let me put these back. So you get the pack of the iridescent rhinestones when your order is $75 or more. And gosh, you guys, hang on. I got a strand of hair that's making me crazy. I get stuck in some. There we go. You have to use this host code. So this is my current host code. You can find that on my blog at all times in the right-hand column or at the bottom of every blog post is my host code. If your order is under $150, you need to use that code to get this free kit. If your order is over $150, don't use the code. I will automatically give you the kit as long as you email me and tell me that you would like it. Okay, here we go. Laura, are you watching? I'm gonna take, okay, so there is a little color on there. Let me grab a different color. Let me grab something a little darker and see if we can get colors. She wanted to know if you can color. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, you can color these. Look at how pretty that is. And it's still iridescent. So gosh, should we stop right there or should we keep going? I think we should obviously keep going. There's a purple one. Looks kind of same blue, right? How about, what is this? Poppy Parade. Let's do Poppy Parade. See, that one doesn't turn out as dark, but it definitely colors it. So can you color these? Yep, you can. They're still going to be iridescent. And I think that the darker colors work better than the lighter colors. This is a dark pumpkin pie. Let's see how that works. Yep, definitely. Let me grab some white here. Definitely taking on that color. You do have to use an alcohol-based marker. Otherwise, the color will, it'll rub right off. Because alcohol will dry on a non-porous surface, whereas your water-based colors won't dry. I hope that makes sense. So here's our cutie patootie little bunny. Yay! Jill wants to know how often I have to wet my chamois. It's not really a matter of how often I have to wet it, Joe. It's more as how often do I have to wash it out, because I will leave my chamois right in here closed up and I can just keep using this. The closing it maintains the moisture in it. I've never had a problem with it getting stinky, like, you know, swampy smelling or skunky smelling. But it's more about I rinse it out when it's getting really dirty, and when I clean my stamp and I stamp it, I'm seeing a little residue or color. But I probably wash mine out maybe twice a week. And you have to remember that I'm stamping most every day, every other day. So good question. Okay, that is our cutie patootie. Let me put this back on here. Little wobble card. Now we have one more, and this one is a fun fold, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Let me move these out of the way. Okay, oh, did we do? Yeah, we did Wink Stella on that one. Okay, here comes, whoops, our next one. Let me put this back on the bunny card. I'm gonna keep all my measurements together because I need to finish typing up my PDF file that goes with this. Okay, next we're going to be using the Big Bear. The Big Bear is absolutely adorable. The thing that I really like about him is you can color him a multitude of different colors. You can have a white bear, although polar bears don't generally eat honey, if you know what I mean. So that's, I don't know, for me it was a little weird. I've seen him done white. I also saw him made into a panda bear, so somebody colored some black splotches on him like a panda bear. I don't think they eat honey either. So it was a real stretch for me, but you know what? It's your bear. You can do whatever you want with him, right? Okay. Now this bear has a little bit more coloring on it. And I have to see what colors do I need. I need that daffodil. I need to pull some colors back in here. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to use some linen thread. Now, this is a fun fold, like I said. And let me get all my bits and pieces out here. Oops. Let me do this. Here we go. Okay, so this is a double open card, I guess I would call it. We've got boho blue. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it at 4 1/4. This is basic white, and this is 5 1/4 by 8, scored at 4. Then I've got another piece of boho that is 4 by 5 1/4. I've got some granny apple green scrap, some crushed curry scrap, just a scrap. This is way too big, but a scrap of boho blue. I've got a scrap of early espresso, and then I've got this piece of crushed curry. This is actually a layer and not a scrap. It's 1/2 inch by 3. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to do our stamping first. So I'm going to bring our scrap back in. This is one scrap that you're going to have for all 3 of these cards. And we're going to stamp our great big little honey bear on there. This guy is just a happy, chubby little bear, and I love him. So I'm going to get him stamped right on here. Yay! And I think that as long as we are doing that, I am going to clean off my bear and bring out my pecan pie. And I'm going to, this is my envelope. I'm going to do the same thing with this bear and stamp him in pecan pie right on our envelope. Isn't he super cute? I love him. Okay, we've got that done. Now, our sentiment for the front, again, I'm still using this Happy Labels, you guys. And for anybody who came in late, this is retiring, and it's on sale for $12. And I use this for all of these cards. I am going to use the sentiment that says, "You are my happy place." And I loved this one for the bear because the bear has a pot of honey, and that is obviously his happy place, right? Pot of honey always makes a bear happy. Black ink. And gosh, it just looks goofy. And this little strip is what we are going to stamp this on. And I love that this is photopolymer, so you can see and get it straight. Does that look very straight? Oh, that's a little crooked. I'm going to try again. We'll take the best out of 2, right? I'm going to put my head right over this so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I think this one's going to be better. Oh, yeah, that one's much better. Okay, and then I am going to take, we've got a little more stamping to do. Oh, here's that white piece that was 5 1/4 by 8, scored at 4. We are going to fold on that score line, and we're going to burnish that edge. Now, cards open like this, right? This card is going to open the wrong way, so keep that in mind when you're getting ready to stamp. I am going to grab my other sentiment. Remember, my front says, you are my happy place. My inside is going to say, you've got the biggest heart. And I thought this is going to be just the cutest little card. It's kind of like a thank you card, right? Or a really good friend card. So I'm going to stamp that on the inside here like this, okay? Now, in your kit, you are going to have a heart. That's what this scrap is for. And everybody's going to have a punched out heart, boho blue heart that, hang on, my crown is falling off again. Oh my gosh, so many problems with the crown tonight. A little bit of glue on here. And I'm just going to put that little heart right up here. So that's just an inside embellishment. Now, whoops, get this back over here. We have some little bumblebees. And we're going to wait until we're ready to roll before we stamp the bumblebees. So here's the inside of our card. Here comes the outside of our card. Now, this layer is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go on the front of our card. But what I want to do is I want to hold this in place, and we're going to grab this little, like half a beehive, right? And we are going to die cut this. So I need this all to stay in place. And so what I recommend you do is you kind of look at it, try really hard to get it straight. You want it to be about that far down from the top, centered in the middle. I'm gonna tape this down with temporary tape, and then I'm gonna tape this in place so it doesn't move, okay? There we go. So this is taped so that this layer doesn't move. We're gonna run this through our die cutting machine. And once we get that die cut, this is gonna cut through both layers. It's gonna cut through the card and this front layer, right? After you're done die cutting, hang on, we are going to take this off. We're gonna put it in this quatrefoil embossing folder. Quatrefoil, it's Quatrefoil, tile embossing folder. And you're going to put that right in here. You have to do your die cutting first, because if you do this part first and then you die cut, it will smash. The die cutting will smash all of your embossing. So we've got that big piece cut out of here. We're going to emboss this. And now this is what we have. Isn't that pretty? I thought that looked really good with this whole bear honey theme, honeycomb theme. I don't know. It just worked for me really well. So this quatrefoil is retiring, and it's on sale for $5.20 for this embossing folder. And maybe here's a little bit better look at what it looks like. So $5.20 in the retirement products. All right, so we've got this. This is our card base. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to adhere these two together. I'm not using dimensionals for this. Usually I would put my front layer, well, no, usually I don't, but anyways, forget I said that. I was talking out my butt. We're gonna put this back in place, and it's gonna fit right back in there just like a little puzzle. You wanna make sure you get it lined up right, okay? And oops, maybe we should fold it first, you guys. Fold on that score line. And burnish that edge. Okay, so here's our card front. Now, it's better to move this down a little bit further than I have it, because all of our other little elements are going to fit in there better. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to bring in those dies, and we have some die cutting to do. We're going to do 3 of these little grass things. So we're going to die cut 3 of those on the Granny Apple Green. We are going to do one of these triple leaves and one of these with the double leaves. We're going to die cut those on the Granny Apple Green. And I think that's it for that. The Early Espresso is going to come in here with the branch. So we're going to die cut that. You'll get all of these scraps in your kit. And if you don't have this stamp set, maybe you have something similar or this bundle. So I want you to have all the different color pieces so that you can recreate this even if you decide not to get this little bundle of product. Okay, then here's my bear. Oh, here's the honeycomb. We need the honeycomb, and that is going to go on our crushed curry. So we're going to die cut that. Did we stamped our bear? Where did he go? Here he is. Here's the bear. We're going to color that. So just hang on to those. Using Pretty Pecan, light and dark. Then I've got light crumb cake. I've got dark balmy blue, even though our card is boho blue. Dark daffodil delight, and also a Stampin' Write marker. That's for little bees, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead with the light crumb cake. I wanted my bear's muzzle to be lighter and definitely stand out from the rest of my bear because, well, their muzzle usually does in some way, shape, or form. Here is our dark daffodil delight, which miraculously really does look like crushed curry. So I'm going to color my honey. Then I'm going to come in with my dark balmy blue and color my little honey pot. This is what determined my card base, or my card base determined what color I was going to make this honey pot. So if you decide to make this card in a different color, you definitely, well, you can always change the honey pot. But that's where I got the color for my honey pot. You can do whatever you want, right? It's your card. Do whatever you want. So I'm just coloring these pieces again just to give them a little bit of shading with the same marker, which is lighter, but it works pretty good. And then I'm going to bring in my pecan pie. Now I do this bear a little different. I found when I colored with the dark first and then shaded with the light that I had to go back over it with the dark anyway, so why not just do it the opposite way? And that's what I decided to do. So this is the light pecan pie. I'm going to color my whole bear, and then I'm going to come back in with the dark one and do my shading, which is absolutely opposite of what I usually do. But I did it that way because, why do it 3 times when you can do it 2? All about efficiency, right? I was talking to Andy this morning about making pancakes, and I told her that I always measure out my buttermilk in my bowl that's a Pampered Chef bowl with the measurements on it first, because that way I don't have to use a measuring cup to measure the liquid to go into the pancakes. I can just use the measurement on the actual bowl. And I said it's just more efficient, and that just made me think of that because, yeah, I'm all about being efficient. Now I'm just coming in with the coloring end of this marker, still the light pecan pie. And now I can just fill this all in. And because these are alcohol markers, they don't look like a 4-year-old scribbled all over a bear, right? Speaking of 4-year-olds, Val's birthday party is next weekend. She's going to be 4. How did that even happen? Oh my gosh. It's craziness. Now I'm just going to kind of even things out here a little bit. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. This bear is so cute. But anyways, she has a hippie theme. And I got to see the outfit that she's wearing. And can I just say, whoa, it is absolutely adorable. Little bell bottoms with big flowers all over it. It's like nylon. Little shirt with flowy arms. Like total hippie outfit. Super, super cute. Don't worry, you guys. I'll show you pictures. Promise. See, Sally uses her Pampered Chef bowl every day. I know. I use it a lot. And it just makes more sense to measure out your buttermilk in there and not use a measuring cup for the the first stuff that you have to put in, right? It just makes sense to me. In my life, things need to make sense, or the universe is out of kilter. Okay, one more right here on his little knee. And I just think that's the cutest little thing ever. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to die cut that. So now we're going to die cut all of this stuff, all of these bits and pieces. these all in my hand, and this guy. And you guys know, just to save a little bit of time, I've already done that. Here's all my little pieces. Okay, oh, this is gonna be so cute. Now, this is our white piece, and this piece goes right inside our card like this, okay? So I'm putting it in here. And remember, it opens the opposite way. This is where our bear goes. So I'm just gonna add my bear right here. He's sitting pretty close to the bottom of this window, okay? So I'm just gonna hang on to him now, and we're gonna stamp our bumblebees. We needed placement for our bumblebees. That's where I was getting at. So hang on a second. Here comes our cute little bumblebees. I'm gonna stamp some little bumblebees right here. And maybe some little bumblebees right here by his ear. And then maybe a few more going right up here. Super cute, I love it. Now we can move that out of the way, and we can color our bumblebees. I am using a Stampin' Write marker as opposed to an alcohol Stampin' Blend, and here's why. Stampin' Blends bleed through the back, and I do not want to open up my card and see bumblebees bleeding through the back of it, right? So I was glad I thought of this. I'm going to use my Stampin' Write marker because it will not bleed through, and I'm just going to color the little bumblebees. This is the Crushed Curry. I am using Crushed Curry, whereas my Stampin' Blend is Daffodil Delight Dark. There we go. There's our little bees colored. They're not bleeding through. We won. It's a win, people. It's a win. Now we can glue this in place. Put some extra glue right there. Remember, this has to open backwards. This fits right in here perfectly. This is how our card opens. Isn't it cute? And of course, you can do all kinds of things to this, whatever makes you happy. For time purposes, I kept it to what I'm showing you here because I didn't want you to fall asleep on me. I know you guys don't fall asleep when we're stamping, but you know. Okay, so there's our little bear. I just glued my bear in place. Now I'm going to take all of my grass, and I'm gonna kind of start right here in the middle. I'm gonna do a dry fit. And this is kind of gonna go all the way across our card. And I just wanna center it. Let's see if I can get a hold of this. I just want my grass centered in here. I want it to go a little bit over my bear. That looks great, right? So here we go. Just wanted to make sure it fit nice. If you change the orientation on a card, you'll probably need 4 of these instead of, you know. The other thing that I wanted to make sure is that when I close my card, that my grass is at the, you know, it's not like you can't see under the grass through my window. That's the other thing to watch out for. I was gonna attach it to this, but nah, that didn't work out too good. I looked at it and I thought, nah, that's gonna be too tricky. I don't wanna do that. So now I'm just kind of going right across here. Make sure we're still in place because we can yank that up and move it if we need to, right? Before it sets. And we got this one. So the other day I was running errands and we drove by the airport and I was telling Val about the FedEx plane that was there because that's who her other grandpa works for. Look how cute that is. And she goes, oh, are they back from Florida yet? Just matter of factly. It was so cute. I'm like, honey, they didn't go to Florida. We did. She goes, oh yeah, I like it there. I would like to go back. That's exactly what she said. Just like, it's so like crazy to be talking to this little human being like she's 12 years old, you know? It's just, okay, a little bit of glue on the back of here. And I am going to bring this in and I'm going to have it be, I want it to be kind of high up here. There we go. Just like that. I'm wiping off that glue with my fingers that kind of oozed out of there. And now I'm going to take my little honey beehive, I should say. Here's my Winkastella. Here's what I did to it, you guys. Super cute. It's got these little ridges on it. So I'm going to run Wink of Stella down every other one. And I left the hole for the bees to get in and out without Wink of Stella. But I'm just gonna make like little shimmery stripes on it. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. Super cute. Okay, and we're gonna add that with the dimensional. And I'm just gonna set the dimensional right up here so I make sure that when I open this up, I can't see it from the other side, right? I don't wanna put it on the back of here because that's tricky. So here comes our little honeycomb. Oh my gosh, super cute, right? And then the leaves. Oh, you only need, I cut out more leaves than I needed. You only need one of these 3 sets of leaves. And you're just gonna kind of put these in here wherever you would like to put some leaves. I'm gonna put one right on that branch. There we go. And this just kind of, I love the foliage on here. I got too much glue on that one. So we're gonna steal some glue from there. And then I'll put one right up here. And then maybe another one right here. You want to make sure that this is going to fit inside an envelope. So you got to be careful with those leaves, that they don't go over the edge. Anyways, that's what I did. Now, there's more. But wait, there's more. We have to do something with this. And so I decided to put this up on dimensionals. Look, I'm almost out of dimensionals. And I'm putting my dimensionals in a little bit from the outside end because I'm going to tie that linen thread and throw that in there because that is going to be the ticket. It's going to make me very happy. And here comes this little piece. Oops, I need to get it centered. There we go. Ah. Isn't this turning out really cute? And next, linen thread. So I've got my bow jig set here. By the way, if you have trouble tying bows, I sell these. I don't make any money off of them. I just do it as a, here's where you can get one, bow tire. But I like to do double bows, and that's what this is. I just wrapped that around there twice, take it down, up and over, and tie it in a single knot for a perfect bow every single time. So if you struggle with bows, these things are $10. That includes tax and shipping. And I don't make any money off of them. I just am getting what it costs me to put them in packaging, mail them off to you, postage, and what I pay the guy to order them. And I am going to use a mini glue dot to just kind of push that right up under the edge of that sentiment. I can't believe it is still light outside, you guys, and it's still super sunny. What time is it? 6:23. It's still light out. That's really cool. I'm so looking forward to longer days. How about you guys? Is that a thing for you? I'm really looking forward to longer days. There we go. Now we need embellishments because we have them. Let me grab this other piece here. Got these little embellishments everywhere. Oops. I'm going to do one right there. I'll do a little one right there. Let's do a big one over here. You can put a whole bunch of those on here. So here is, are you ready for this now? This is the final reveal. There we go. And remember, I used a Stampin' Right marker for these bees that are stamped directly on this card. And I, on purpose, die cut this bear and put it on there as a layer so you wouldn't see the back of it, because the Stampin' Right markers, or the Stampin' Blend alcohol markers, bleed through. So yeah, isn't that super cute? Ah. Diane says she didn't get a notification that I was on early. Yeah, I put that out on Facebook like around noon today. So, and that's the only place that I can really announce it. I set up my YouTube, so if you're getting notifications from my channel, you should get it. And I don't know how all that works, but I'm sorry. But you can watch from the beginning. I love it when you're live. I know you guys love to watch live too. So here are the 3 cards from my kit this week using the Fluffiest Friends bundle. Also, if you're going to place an order to get this free kit, I highly recommend the Sweetly Scripted, as well as the Happy Labels is on sale for $12. It's going away. And then the other thing that is a really good sale you might want some extra of is this Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. It is 12 by 12. You get 12 sheets. It's on sale for $8.75. So these are some great things to add to your order. Make sure if you're ordering with me that you use this host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use the code. But if you would like the kit, you need to email me and say, I just placed an order. I would like the kit. And for those of you that order from me, you know my email address. It's just Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. You can also find that on my blog. All of the ingredients I used for these cards will be listed on my blog. This is what a kit looks like. And again, you get the whole pack of embellishments if your order is over $75. At the $35 level, you get the free card kit plus a PDF gift file from me with stamping ideas. If your order is $50 or more, you're going to get the PDF gift plus the card kit and a global video tutorial PDF gift with some fantastic ideas in it. Over $75, you get all that stuff plus the embellishments. This is the Furriest Friends kit, and this is what your kit will look like. It is going to be in here in the order that the cards are in the PDF. This is card number 1, this is card number 2, and this is card number 3. So this is your scrap of white. All the designer paper is in here with your layers. So that's our card number 1. Card number 2, you are going to get that wobble mechanism for this cutie patootie little bunny card. Okay, that's going to be in there. And the designer paper, I've got that heart in there. You will get, you know what, I need to put some linen thread in there too. So you will get linen thread enough to make yourself a nice bow. I almost forgot that needs to be in there. So let me do that. Here's a piece of linen thread that will come in your kit also. I'm glad I caught that. So here are all the bits and pieces that you'll be able to make this card, or if the Fluffiest Friends is, you know, if that's not your bag, you can use other stamps and all of these layers to make similar cards. So don't fret if you don't have this or you don't want to order the Fluffiest Friends. You can do a lot of things with these kits. Challenge yourself to make a card using other stamp sets with the kits. But remember, the kit is free with your minimum $35 order. And the PDF file will also come with it when you place an order with me, $35 or more. So it's a pretty good benefit. If you're a member of the Stamp Happy Academy website, the PDF is on there. It is part of your membership to that website. If anybody has any questions about joining that, go check it out at www.stamphappyacademy.ning.com. Best website in the world. Okay, you guys, it is 6:29. I think we did really good. Which one of these is your favorite? Like, which one do you like the best? I would love to know that. I'm kind of partial to these fun little things, but I really love this designer paper on here. And of course, you know, fun folds are my deal, right? I love them so much. But yeah, great layout. You can do this with any designer paper. You could put a flower here. You could put anything you want over there. So lots of good ideas. I hope you will be able to use all of these in whatever you may do with them. For those of you that tuned in late, I am headed to my mom's house after this class. I will get my blog post up hopefully tonight. I'm like kicking myself because I still have to design a card for a swap that really needs to be in the mail no later than Tuesday. So I have to design a card, cut for 21, make them all, and try and get them in the mail by Tuesday. And that means I need to do that before I can leave for my mom's house tonight, because I don't want to take my entire studio with me because I don't know exactly what I'm going to need. So I have to design that card and get it cut. I'm glad I remembered that, because, I am not that person that doesn't fulfill my obligations, right? Like, that's not okay with me. So I'm like, thank goodness I remembered. So most of the stuff for this card class on my blog post, I have ready to roll. I just have a couple more things, and I have to add the video link in there, and you should be able to go to my blog and see still photos and pictures and links back to the video. And also all the products that I used are going to be down below all the fun pictures. So anybody have any questions that I missed? Thank you, Avis. I'm so happy to see you on here. Avis says she loves all the cards for this evening's class. Thank you so much. I'm just looking back. Okay, lots of people are saying they love the bear. The bear is their favorite. I'm really partial to the bear too. Oh, and now my chat won't let me go up. Oh, there it goes. Now it's moving. Let's see. What else do I have? Any other questions that I missed? Okay, so Diane says, I don't know how it works either, but at least we got to see some of it. Oh, once I'm done, you can move the little thing at the bottom. Let me show you right here. So when I tap on here, now we've got this little ball right here, and I can move this backwards, and it will rewind and fast forward. So once I'm done being live, whoops, sorry, I just kicked myself out of there. Once I'm done being live, you can move this back and forth. You can fast forward, you can rewind, you can do anything you need. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to just kill that. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I am going to be back live again on, I'm supposed to be live Thursday for Stamp Happy Academy at 10 a.m. If you're a live member or a premium member of the Stamp Happy Academy, we have a live class Thursday morning. I might need to change that. So, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try really hard not to. Depends on how the things go on Wednesday, right? With my mom's appointment. Anyways, I will be back here on the 21st for another free class. Can't wait. And let's see, the 21st. I'm looking at the 21st. Yeah, okay. We're getting really close to that new catalog coming out, you guys. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. This is our brand new catalog. It has tons and tons of beautiful stuff in it. I'm going to be getting my catalogs in early this next week, cases of them. I also put most of you that order from me on a mailing list where your catalogs can come directly from Stampin' Up! So if you did not get on that mailing list, maybe you're new to me. If you would like a catalog, please pop me an email, Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. I would be happy to get your address, email it to me, and send you a catalog. I do have a list of people that I will be mailing catalogs out as soon as my cases come in. So super excited about that catalog, everybody. Okay. I think I'm going to let you guys go now. You have a fantastic week, and we will stamp again soon. Bye-bye.